K2 Plus versus X1 Carbon, the battle of Creality and BambuLab high-end printers. BambuLab launched the X1 Carbon back in 2022, still on Quickstarter, and that revolutionized the 3D printing market. From there, everyone started chasing faster and more modern printers. The wait was long, but Creality released its colorful printer and immediately went up against the most expensive printer from Bambu. In today's video, we are going to compare these two printers. So make sure to like, subscribe to the channel, and get comfortable because it's time for the K2 Plus versus X1 Carbon. Let's begin by stating that these printers are very similar, really similar. We'll start by unboxing both of them and they will give you a detailed analysis of the components, so we can highlight the few but relevant differences between them. When it comes to unboxing and the first use, the experience is quite similar between both. The box comes with the printer pre-assembled. You just have to connect the display, screw the bed in place, which was packed separately, and it's the same process for both. Both printers come with a multicolor system, and the first time you use them, you'll be pulling out these components. They also send extra filament, though with a small difference. Bambu sends different materials for you to test: common PLA, support for PLA, and carbon fiber filaments, while Creality sends 4 rolls of 500 grams of PLA. Both printers come with good toolkits and accessories for hot end replacements, in case you ever need to swap something out. Something to consider: the K2 Plus, for example, weighs 60 kilograms when packed. So think about where you place it and how you handle it when it arrives. It's not small, and it's quite heavy. After unboxing, it weighs 49 kilograms, which is still significant. So when consider the K2 Plus, keep its weight in mind. On the other hand, the X1 weighs only 22 kilograms once assembled, less than half the weight of the K2 Plus. Now let's talk about size. After all, the K2 Plus is heavier because it's bigger. The printing volume for the K2 Plus is 350 millimeters on all axes, whereas the X1 has 256 millimeters. This is one of the few important differences between the two. The K2 Plus is significantly larger, and I think this might be a deciding factor for many of you who are still on the fence. I'm not just thinking about larger or colorful prints. I'm actually thinking about how much you can fit on the bed. With the K2 Plus, you can print small articulated models at once, while the X1 can only handle around 15. In terms of print quality, the K2 Plus gives you more space to optimize material usage, especially when doing color swaps. The two printers both reach up to 300 degrees Celsius on the hot end and 120 degrees Celsius on the bed. So material limitations are quite similar, but there's a crucial difference when it comes to the variety of the materials they support. We'll explain that in a bit. Let's also talk about speed. Both printers can theoretically reach impressive speeds, up to 600 millimeters per second for the K2 Plus and 500 millimeters per second from the X1 Carbon. However, these numbers are more marketing talk than real-world speeds. If you open Bambu Studio or Creality Print, you'll see that the actual speed in the profiles are more like 270-300 millimeters per second. For the boldest settings, we're not even talking about high quality prints. This is just the standard. But of course, these printers are really fast and we can make high quality prints at the standard speed. Just keep in mind that these set speed values are a bit of marketing talk, especially if either of these printers is your first. After testing both, I usually set my standard profile to 200 and 300 millimeters per second, depending on the geometry of the prints. For simpler shapes or sharp angles, we can speed it up, but for more complex organic shapes, we will slow it down to prioritize finish quality. How do you feel about manufacturers advertising maximum speed? Do you prefer seeing practical real-world speeds instead? I'm curious to hear your thoughts in the comments. Now, regarding the mechanical structure and components, there's not much to say. Both are beasts. The Bambu Lab X1 has a steel exterior, while Creality uses aerospace-grade aluminum by their own definition. Both printers have solid mechanical system with linear rails on all axes, and both manufacturers have paid close attention to the x-axis. The X1 has carbon fiber guides, which are self-lubricating, while the K2 Plus features a high-precision linear rail on a steel bar. In terms of components, both printers are some of the best on the market. Now, what makes this printer so special and a bit expensive beyond just the component quality are their advanced software systems. The X1 Carbon uses LiDAR, a laser radar system that measures the first layer to calibrate flow and precision, ensuring optimal print results. They've used this technology in previous models like the K1, but it didn't always work perfectly. However, now the K2 Plus uses a camera that works similarly to LiDAR and performs automatic calibration to avoid issues. So both printers use AI to help with calibration, which is essential for high-speed printing. The flow of filament is critical for quality, especially when printing at high speeds. Both printers also feature cameras for monitoring prints. The X1 has spaghetti detection, which pauses the print if it detects a failure, like when the print lifts off the bed, and prevents waste material. The K2 Plus has similar features for monitoring print quality. BambuLab has definitely become a reference in the market, and everyone now sees them as one of the leaders. However, Creality has faced a different story with mixed reviews on previous models like the K1. Many people are still skeptical about their newer machines. By the way, tell us in the comments what are you expecting for this new phase in Creality's progress. But after testing the K2 Plus for nearly a month, we feel like they've overcome that history. It's a new chapter and the K2 Plus is performing well. Now, remember I told you there was a key detail that could really highlight K2 Plus? It's the heated chamber. If you're not familiar with, BambuLab's X1E is aimed at more advanced materials like engineering grade filaments, and it has an active heat chamber. But X1 Carbon does not have that. The K2 Plus, on the other hand, also has this feature. And you can heat the chamber up to 60 degrees Celsius, making it possible to print materials like nylon and carbon fiber composites. So if you are using more advanced filaments, the K2 Plus might be a better option for you. Let's quick talk about slicing software. After using Creality prints with the K2 Plus, it's just like the Bambu Studio experience. Easy to connect and fully controllable, so we don't have to interact directly with the printer to monitor the prints. The slicer is solid too, based on Orca Slicer, so it's a good piece of software. Regardless of which printer you choose, slicing won't be a disadvantage with either of them. That being said, now to the verdict. But before that, I want you to comment on which one you choose. I'm eager to hear from you, but type it before you hear my thoughts. I don't want to influence your decision. Let's get to it. Honestly, I'd choose the K2 Plus. And here's why. The prices of both are very similar, and the size factor excites me, especially with the color printer where, as we saw, we can optimize color swaps. The print quality is just as good as BambuLab, so that's no longer a concern for me after the tests I've done. So I know we'll have a bigger printer where I can handle larger files. We can also do color prints if needed, if the project requires it, but we also have the option to print many more things. I think we must always give manufacturers and printers a chance, even those we've had bad experiences with. I believe every printer is a different story, and every company has its own phase. BambuLab revolutionized the market, and other manufacturers rushed to try to develop. Maybe Creality rushed it with the K1, and K2 Plus is only coming much later, but it seems to be a much better design design machine. That said, I still want to hear your thoughts. We want to know what you think about this printer's launch, about the comparison, and we will leave it here. See you in the next one, and feel free to comment what you want to know about the K2 Plus. Follow us on social media, links in the description for the Instagram and TikTok. See you in the next video. Bye-bye!